My dear, I was discharged, but my soul still bleeds in ways no doctor can heal. The hospital let me go, but the ache inside refuses to sign the papers. They healed my body, but something sacred inside me shattered beyond repair. I walked out alive, but something important stayed behind in that cold hospital bed. My wounds are stitched, but my spirit still leaks through invisible cracks. Discharged, yet haunted. They saved my body, not the love I lost inside. I left with a pulse, but a whole universe inside me collapsed. They cured my injuries, but no medicine touches the hollowness inside my chest. I left breathing, but the weight of loss presses down harder than any IV drip. My body is mending, my soul still wears the scars. They said I was healed, but why does it feel like I'm still waiting for the storm to pass? Alive, yes. Whole, no. The pieces don't fit the same anymore. My body survived the storm, but my heart still trembles under quiet skies. I walked away breathing, but something vital stayed tangled in IV tubes. The bruises faded, but a deeper bruise blooms where no hand can touch. I left the ward. The coldness inside me refused to be discharged. They saved my life, but something beautiful inside me refused to come back. I walked out, but love's ghost followed me into every silent room. They saved my heartbeat, but didn't notice my dreams flatlined. I walked out stronger, but carrying a funeral inside. My body healed, but my eyes forgot how to hold light. They discharged me, but my soul stayed locked in that sterile room. I left the hospital. My body carried me, my soul dragged behind. My veins pulse steady, my spirit flickers uncertain. They healed the visible, they forgot the invisible ruins. I survived, but the heartache is still breathing with me. I left, but grief stitched itself to my shadow. I walked away alive, but something precious was left on the operating table. They removed the IV, they forgot the invisible thorns. I left the hospital. My soul says, please, just stay. I survived the needles. I'm still losing to the memories. I walked away with no visible scars, but inside I am bleeding. My body's fine, but the pieces of me that truly mattered are missing. They saved my body, I must save my soul. They mended my skin, but left the storm of my heart untended. I'm free to go, yet still shackled by unseen sorrow. I walked away breathing, but my soul stayed in the ICU. They said I was healed, my heart still murmurs, but not completely. They checked my vitals, forgot to check my spirit. My body may have healed, but my heart aches to feel whole again. They treated my injuries, but didn't hear my soul screaming. I left the hospital with a pulse, but I'm still searching for a spark inside. They discharged me alive, but the pain stayed with me. I walked out breathing, but I feel like I've been holding my breath ever since. I left with stitches, my heart is still raw and unraveling. The doctors fixed me, the universe is still whispering that something's wrong. I'm walking, but I feel like I'm crawling inside. I survived the fall, but the landing inside me is still unsteady. I walked out with lungs full of air, but I still feel empty. I was healed by medicine, but lost by silence. The monitors stopped beeping. My soul's alarms still scream in silence. My breath returned. My wonder did not. I walked out with a pulse, but no longer a purpose. I survived the battle, but my heart still weeps quietly in the trenches. The painkiller worked, but nothing heals the space where love once lived. I left the hospital. My healing was only skin deep. They saved my body. My heart says, stay with me a while longer. I'm breathing. I'm bleeding where no one sees. They sent me home, but I feel like I've left a part of me behind. I survived. Now the healing begins inside the silence. They stitched my wounds, but they didn't stitch my soul back together. I left the hospital, but my spirit says, I'm not done yet. The body healed, the heart still limps. They said rest. I said rebuild. My body survived, my mind is still wandering in recovery. They let me go, but I'm still chasing the part of me I left behind. I left the hospital, but something deep inside me still needs care. I left breathing, but my soul still seeks to exhale everything it's holding. They said I was fine, I'm just pretending to believe them. I'm walking, but it feels like I'm still crawling through what they couldn't see. They saved my life. My soul was left to fight its own battles. I walked out stronger, but something important inside me stayed in that sterile room. The doctors healed me, but my heart needs a different kind of cure. I'm still alive, but I'm questioning what's left to live for. They said, "You're free," but I still carry their walls with me. They removed the stitches from my body, but left invisible scars inside me. My veins pulse steady, but my heart is still stuck in critical condition.
I walked out alive, but the silence is louder than anything I've heard before. The doctor said I'm fine, but my heart still trembles like a broken string. I left the hospital breathing, but my soul still gasps for peace. They healed my body. The weight of my emotions still crush me. I'm breathing freely, but my heart still longs for something I can't find. They saved my life, but my spirit remains in a deep, quiet war. The stitches are gone, but the pain feels like it's still woven inside me. I walked out with a heartbeat, but I left a piece of my soul behind. I left the hospital, but the quiet inside me still feels like an endless recovery. They healed the wounds they could see. They couldn't reach the ones buried deeper. I walked away breathing, but the weight of what I lost hasn't lifted. They discharged me, but something inside me is still trapped in those sterile walls. I'm free to go, but I carry a grief that no one can fix. I walked out alive, but my spirit stayed tangled in that sterile room. They healed my body. My soul still craves the warmth I once knew. I'm alive, but something in me still drifts through shadows. I walked out breathing, but my heart still holds onto pieces of something broken. They patched up the cuts, but they can't stitch together what was truly lost. I'm walking again, but I still feel like I'm crawling toward something I can't reach. The wounds healed, but the scars of what I lost remain in the places no one can see. I left the hospital, but the hollowness inside me refuses to go. They gave me a clean bill of health, but my soul is still bruised. I walked away, but I feel like a puzzle missing too many pieces. The doctors healed my body, but my heart is still searching for answers. I'm walking, but I still feel broken in places that no one can touch. The healing process is slow, but the pain inside me is endless. I'm breathing fine, but the space inside me is empty and aching. They fixed my body, but my heart still carries the weight of every silent cry. They let me go, but they didn't see the storm still raging inside. My body survived, but my soul is still trapped in that room with no exit. I'm alive, but it feels like I'm holding my breath, waiting for something to change. I left, but my heart still beats like it's fighting for something lost. I walked out, but I still feel like I'm stumbling through the aftermath. They discharged me, but I'm still wandering through the echoes of my own pain. I'm breathing fine, but I'm haunted by the fragments of myself I left behind. The doctors patched me up, but my heart still aches from everything unsaid. I left the hospital, but the quiet inside me is deafening. My pulse is steady, but my soul remains unsettled and restless. They healed my wounds, but didn't stop the loneliness that's still creeping in. I walked out breathing, but I'm not sure I remember how to feel alive anymore. They fixed my body, but they didn't heal the part of me that was broken by love. I'm alive, but my spirit is still searching for something lost in that sterile room. They discharged me, but I still feel the cold of the walls wrapped around me. The stitches are gone, but I still carry the weight of everything unspoken. I'm walking, but the wounds of my heart refuse to heal. They saved my body, but the ache inside me is still growing. I walked out, but the quiet voice inside me keeps whispering that I'm not okay. They healed my wounds, but my soul is still torn in places that can't be mended. I'm breathing fine, but I'm still haunted by everything that wasn't healed. They discharged me, but I'm still carrying pieces of myself that no one can fix. The doctors made me whole again, but the silence inside me is deafening. I walked away, but I left a part of me in that hospital room. I left the hospital, but I'm not sure my heart will ever stop aching. They healed my body, but my spirit is still unraveling in the quiet spaces. I'm alive, but I still feel the absence of something I can't name. The pain is gone, but the emptiness lingers like an unanswered question. They healed the cuts, but the wounds inside me remain untouched. I'm walking fine, but I'm not sure I'll ever walk the same again. They gave me my life back, but I still feel like something's missing. I'm breathing, but I'm suffocating under the weight of everything unsaid. I left the hospital alive, but my heart stayed behind with the pieces of me I lost. The doctors healed my body, but my soul still lingers in places it shouldn't. I'm walking, but it feels like I'm dragging my soul behind me. I survived, but the battle inside me rages on. They healed the surface, but didn't see the storms brewing inside me. I walked out breathing, but I'm not sure I can breathe fully anymore. They discharged me, but my spirit still lingers in the halls of that sterile room. My heart beats steady, but it's still missing the rhythm it once knew. I walked away with my body whole, but I left a piece of myself on that bed.